All right, y'all, fresh from the gym. And yeah, this one kind of hurts a little bit too, as it looks like freshman quarterback Nick Evers is going to go ahead and hit the transfer portal. He announced it this afternoon while I was getting a workout in on his social media. And it comes as a shock to not only me, but, you know, some of the players and some of the fans. We're going to talk about that right now. Thank you all for tuning in here to Unfair Sports. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. We're dropping a lot of content, man, and this is gonna be the first video of at least 2 that will be dropping today, because I have another player that committed to Oklahoma I want to talk about on the next one, and we'll go into more detail on that. But also, if you've been here before, hit the share button and share it with a friend. Why? Because sharing is caring. Love to grow the channel. We are very close to hitting 3,000 subs. We'd love to hit that and maybe hit 4,000 by the end of the month. I don't know. We'll see what happens, because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline, transfer portal, recruits, early National Signing Day. Man, it's going to be a wild ride, and I would love for you all to join us. So let's jump right into this, as Nick Evers has put his name in the transfer portal. So about Nick. Nick came in here, 6'3", about 190-pound quarterback out of Flower Mound, Texas. He is one of the many players that came kind of at the end of the cycle for the Sooners whenever we brought in our coaching staff. Nick was a long time commit to Dan Mullins over at Florida. And then when Dan Mullins got fired, he opened up his recruiting. And, of course, immediately Jeff Lebby jumped on him and Jaden Gibson, brought them both in, had that nice conversation, good official visit, and boom, we ended up winning his services. But unfortunately, Nick did not do very well in the spring game, which kind of helped him drop down in the depth chart. And I heard a lot of rumors about you could tell he wasn't ready. Not that he was bad, you could tell that he just wasn't ready yet. And as a freshman, I had heard rumors about when he first came in that he wanted to really redshirt, really get ingrained into the culture of college football, as well as build himself up to be prepared for his redshirt freshman season and go out and play. And I know a lot of you really wanted Nick to play in that Texas game, but when I saw that he fell to 4th in the depth chart, I get everyone saying, just put him out there and see what happens. But the coaches are paid a lot of money specifically to do what they do. And even though they're not perfect, when you can see that someone's not ready, the worst thing you can do is throw him out there to the Lions Den. Now, I was one of those that said I wanted to see either him or General Booty out there and give him a chance, but I understood why Nick really didn't play. I did not understand why Booty didn't play, but then rumors came down of why he didn't play as well. We've talked about that in the past. No need to rehash all of that, but I think the biggest thing here is Nick was building. And it's understood now that he wants to go ahead and transfer. I hate losing him. I was hoping that he would be the next person up for at least a year before, honestly, Jackson Arnold come in. But that's kind of the problem. Jackson Arnold's coming in, number 9 player in the country right now, one of the top quarterbacks, borderline super 5-star, 5-star plus, as On3 calls them, a quarterback that is 5-star across the board. Rivals is the only one that hasn't given him his 5-star yet. We expect that to happen probably before National Signing Day. Dude is special. And so because of that, there's a very good chance that he will jump Nick as well. So Nick is taking the opportunity to go ahead and take his talents to South Beach or wherever he decides to go to find his home. And I commend him for being here. I commend him for working hard. Just like you all, I would have loved to have seen more of him. But at the same time, if you know that the competition that's coming in is definitely going to be favored, you may as well go ahead and look around. And I get it, because Jackson Arnold is Lebby's guy. He's all of our guy too right now. So we expect to see more Jackson Arnold next season, especially because he's going to be a spring enrollee. He'll be here in January. He'll be in the spring game. Heck, I've got fans telling me they think that Jackson Arnold's going to take Dylan Gabriel's job by midseason. That's something I won't refute. We will see what happens when it comes to the confidence and the moxie and the ability of a Jackson Arnold. But this is about Nick. Loved his parents, Monica, his dad's awesome. Both of them fantastic people on Twitter. And you can tell that they had like a sigh of relief as they tweeted out that he was leaving or whatnot. And so I'm kind of sad that we're going to lose him. I would love to have had that additional depth. But at the same time, I want y'all to understand this. And I put this at the end of the video on for a reason. But before I say that, jump in the comments. Send Nick some well wishes. File your grievances. totally get that you may be upset that players are going to transfer portal, but guess what? We're going to get a lot of transfers in too. So as this is the 6th player that's hit the portal for the Sooners, we'll probably see about 10 to 12 come in as well. So we're going to have a huge influx of transfer players that will be trying for opportunities to start. A lot of players around the country are looking at this team, licking their chops, thinking they can take somebody's job. If they're good enough, we'll give them an opportunity. And I promise you, as a fan, you will too. You'll be just as excited as I am when we get some of these transfers in. You'll be like, oh, he starts, and he's really good. He was a backup at this school, but he should have been starting. He didn't start because the guy in front of him was that much better. We get that opportunity. So, Nick, congratulations. Good luck, my man. Thank you for being a Sooner. We get that you want to compete and have an opportunity. You're going to get that out there in the transfer portal. Hopefully someone picks you up and really gives you a shot, let you do your thing. Or hopefully you withdraw and decide that you want to stick around and try to compete and take the jobs here. We would totally love to have you. Thank y'all for tuning in here on Unfair Sports. Please hit the like and the subscribe button as well as that bell notification. Got another video coming up in the next hour or so keep a lookout for that. And yeah, shout out Nick. We'll chop it up in a bit. Peace.